And then we have our first comment. Boring! Fuck you, Maciej the Herring. You jerk. I like how 2 people upvoted this guy too. What a jerk. Welcome everybody to Falcon Plays Tube Tycoon, episode number 1. This right here is a surprisingly fun YouTube tycoon management game. As you could probably imagine by the title, you start off as a small little dude with a dream of one day becoming a big YouTube megastar, kind of like PewDiePie, you know? But you start off small. You start off as a dude over here making videos that nobody wants to watch, and you know what? It's actually quite well made in that regard. You're trying to figure out what's next game is going to probably blow up to kind of get you some traction going on. And this game actually really encapsulates that entire idea. So, let's go ahead over here and take you on a little bit of a history trip, I guess. How the old Falcon man over here started off himself. So we'll go into new game. Hey, good to see you. Welcome to the world of YouTube. If you are getting a big Pokemon buy from this, you definitely are correct. My name is Bionicl. People call me YouTube Prof, or Professor. I'll guide you through this wonderful world inhabited by creatures that we call YouTubers. For some people, YouTube is for fun. Others use it to make real money. Myself, I study YouTube as a profession. Your very own YouTube legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures awaits. Let's go. Alrighty, so we're going to sign up for YouTube right now. Alrighty. Unfortunately for me, my name does not fit over here. I just come out as Yippee Mr. Falco. Which is fine. I don't mind the name Falco. That sounds pretty good. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Yippee portion over here just so that at least we're Mr. Falcon. Alrighty. People always wonder what the YKY stands for. It's Yippee. It's a really terrible made-for-television edit of a die-hard, insult or whatever the hell it was. It's supposed to be Yippee motherfucker, but they can't say that on television, so they went ahead and for some reason they thought, let's go ahead and substitute motherfucker with Mr. Falcon, and thus the name was born. I am indeed a male, if you couldn't tell. Not, some people can't. I guess I'm really pretty. So I'm a male. I get to pick an avatar for my thing over here, huh? Well, we have, My Little Pony, maybe? Is that Firewatch? That looks like Firewatch. We have Jigglypuff. We have dude who I thought for a second was Liam Neeson, but I was wrong. I saw it this way, so I was like, is that Liam? And I was like, no, it's not Liam Neeson. Not sure what that is. We have Minecraft avatar. That's always pretty good. When you start up a channel, you want to go with Minecraft. Obviously. You have Darth Vader. You have Bionicl himself. I'm going to go with Alf. I got to go with Alf the alien, right? So we'll go to Alf over here. I'm an old man, so that's kind of like a reference to my own times over here. My favorite color, let's go with the old blue. Sign up. Okay. Let's go ahead and record some movies and games to see statistics. Alright, so here's where we start off. This is where we do just about everything. If you go over to this little city menu, you'll be able to go to the return to your office. Visit with the Brotherhood, which is something you unlock as you progress down the line. You have to open up a particular skill to get this whole Brotherhood thing opened up. And there's also visit the game shop. Let's go ahead and check these out really quickly. The W Brotherhood, I have no idea what this might be alluding to, mind you. There's a bunch of references in this game as well, so keep your eyes open for that. Haha, so you are the person we've been told so much about. Really? I haven't even made my first video, dog. I would like to tell you what we are doing here, but this would be the last thing you could ever hear. Well, first unlock the corresponding skill and career menu, only then we may talk. So until we get that menu or that skill, we cannot do anything over here. And if we go to the game shop, we're gonna meet with old Gavin. I wonder what Gavin this could be. Game shop, hello friend, they call me Gavin. I'm here because I bought this family business. This old miserable game shop dare think they can survive in the modern world. However, if you are here to buy games to record, you will find those in Tube Stim. It is where you usually record now, new Let's Plays. Remember, Gavin is love, Gavin is life. Gavin, of course you are, Gavin. Let's go back to return to the office. There's going to be a lot of YouTubers in this game, but to my understanding so far they're all Polish YouTuber because I guess the developer of the game is Polish, so he doesn't have too much of a grasp on other YouTubers maybe? I'm not sure, but all of the YouTubers that show up in this game are Polish for the meantime. As the game continues to develop, I guess they'll be adding more people that probably consent to it as well, I don't know. Anyway, let's see here. We have... let's go into our career. Let's get it going on over here. So right now we have one skill point to start off with, and it gives us the choice, do we want to make film videos or do we want to make game videos? Obviously, we're going to be taking you down my path in terms of how I started up to this point, so let's go with basic games. So we'll buy basic game skills over here. after we get some more skill points, we could either go to single player or to Minecraft single player, which is unavailable. I'm not sure how you unlock that, but apparently you can do it early on, so we're going to probably have to go with single player afterwards, and then second and third recording slots. We'll talk more about this as we go along over here. But for now, we could just make some basic games. Let's go back to our office, and let's record a game. So, over here, we have slot number 1 to start a new series. As you continue to progress with the game, you'll get more slots unlocked, meaning you could actually run more than one series at a time, which is, you know, pretty much how I started myself, too. I think my first series was, Don't go back and watch these, mind you, please. Don't go back and watch these videos. Don't watch anything from 2014... Don't watch anything from 2014 back. I started in November of 2013. 14 was still pretty terrible because I was getting used to it. 15 was a bit of a, you know, jump and leap in terms of my quality of stuff, and then 16 has been, you know, really good so far. But yeah, don't go back and watch those. But to give you an idea, I did start off with DuckTales Remastered. Then after that, I did Grand Theft Auto 5, I think, which was a terrible idea. Terrible idea doing Grand Theft Auto 5. And then I did Resident Evil Revelations 1, I think, for, you know, something or another. I don't think it was like for Halloween or something. Anyway, but you start off, you know, slow. I started off with only one series, and nowadays I try to run multiple ones, you know. But still, let's go into slot number 1, start a series. So we'll start with 1. Over here we go to our Tube Stim, as they call it, otherwise known as Steam. And we get to choose a few games. So, until we unlock single player, we won't get access to Tube Tycoon, Pokemon, World of Glue, Birdman Asylum, Subway 2033. As you can imagine, all of these are just spin-offs of actual games to avoid any sort of like content issues here. Or claim IDs anyway. But here we have a few games to start off with. We can start off with Sapper. I wish I could tell you what that is, but I'm not too sure. We have Mario, which is, you know, pretty evident. We have Angry Penguins as opposed to Angry Birds. We have Banana Ninja, that might be Fruit Ninja. Ice Tower, I'm drawing a blank, although I feel like I should know it. We have Floppy Bird, pretty obvious right there. We have Booming Man, also pretty obvious. And we have Cut the String. Again, these are all basic games that you start off with right now. If I had to wager a guess, if I could do this all over again, I would start off with Floppy Bird. I'd have a camera in my face, and I'd just be like making really silly faces in the camera and being like, oh my god, I'm running through some things, I'm playing Floppy Bird, oh my god, bros, I'm so freaking out, you know, at the camera. Because that apparently draws views early on, so you probably want to do something like that, so I'll go with Floppy Bird. I have some knowledge now, let me tell you. I'm going to use my knowledge to figure this out. So I'm going to have a smoother ride in the game than I actually had in my own YouTube startup myself. So Floppy Bird, record, go on ahead. So right now, as you can see, we used $26 because we had to buy Floppy Bird to use it. So we paid $26 for Floppy Bird. I feel like we got ripped off here, but still. We have that. We're in day number 1. This will tell us how many videos we have overall. Right now, we recorded, we edited, and now we're publishing this to YouTube. So right now, our very first video is actually doing relatively good. Very good, as a matter of fact. Our first video got 25 views, oddly enough. And we have some new mail. That's going to be from YouTube, if I'm right. So our first video somehow did decent enough that 6 people decided to subscribe, and we got 25 views. I probably went ahead and I dumped that video off on, like, you know, fucking Reddit or 4chan or just some random place. I went over there and be like, hey guys, check out this game. And then people are like, get out of here, stop promoting your game over here, you asshole. Have I done that before? I actually did that. Not on Reddit or 4chan. I actually did it on it was a forum based for, I think for Resident Evil, if I'm right. So it was like a Resident Evil focused forum. And I actually posted there a few times before. So it wasn't just kind of like, you know, hey guys, I don't know any of you here, but here's my game, check it out. But so, you know, if you do that early on, you kind of want to be part of the community before you show up out of nowhere and be like, hey guys, here, check this video out. So, but yeah, I've done that. It's not a good feeling. I stopped doing that really, really fast because I'm a very prideful person. So when I started doing that, I felt like really scummy. So I was kind of like, you know what? I'm going to stop doing this. It doesn't matter if nobody watches my videos for a while, but I'm just going to do it the hard way. And that's how I did it. New mail. Congratulations from support to Mr. Falcon. Our team has just found out you uploaded a very first movie on your channel. We hope it is the one that makes the start of your great career and that you will show everyone who rules the YouTube world. Try to imagine a beautiful ship in the middle of the ocean. You are standing on the deck, wind blowing in your face, the sound of waves in your ears. Do you feel it? Yes, this is success. You can achieve it. We believe in you. Best wishes, administrators. Is that what PewDiePie does? God damn, I am a little bit saltier and envious than ever now. Is that what success on YouTube's all about? Fuck. Sign me up, please. Okay, so, I want to be that guy. I want to be in a deck somewhere. I can't swim, so if I fall over, I'd probably die and drown. Because I'd probably be drunk and I'd fall over, so I don't want that happening. So, our first video's up and running. We have 25 views. Nobody commented, though. Nobody cares right now. They probably just found this, like, because I spam my video in different areas. Let's go ahead and record game number 2. Over here to tell you how tired you are as well, and how close you are to leveling up. So, whenever you're too tired, you definitely have to rest because it'll probably impact your performance a little bit. I've been there before as well, let me tell you. So let's go into recording game, or episode number 2. And this will tell us about the interest in the game. So whenever you see this start dropping down, you might want to go ahead and jump to another series. And again, this is also very, very truthful to YouTube. When you are doing a couple of videos on your channel as well, much as I do, and you start weighing the interest, and it doesn't show you the views and the likes over here in the big analytical side of YouTube, but you sit back and you watch that analytical stuff and you're like, okay, what's the views over here? What is the retention? What is, where am I getting my audience from? Who's watching it? Where are they watching it from? You start looking at all this together, and that is when you decide, okay, is this worth keeping around, or should I just go to another series? So hey, but this will tell you the interest, just in a very simplistic manner. So obviously it's still really interest, there's a lot of interest for it still, so I'm gonna go ahead and record number 2. The other icon is going to be to cancel that series and then start up something new. Of course, you would have to go buy another game, but right now we'll start off with episode number 2 of Let's Play Flappy Bird. Mind you, if I could talk to this guy right now, I'd be like, you know what, dude, you might want to work on your titles, you want to get some thumbnails. Although, I have a feeling, more than likely, as you progress with the game, you might be able to unlock thumbnails and stuff like that. Because this is like, very true to how YouTube works out. So this is probably just a dude that just has no idea what he's doing, much like I did as well. So, there you go. Let's play Flappy Bird number 2. This actually drew 22 views, and we got, what, 6 more subscribers? Or was it 9? Did we have 6 or 9? Well, we had a few more subscribers from it as well. Okay, no comments though. Some of the comments that pop in, though, are going to be really, really hilarious. Like, it's going to be like legitimate comments that you see on YouTube all the time. A lot of hateful ones, to be honest with you. Interest is still above average, so, at this point you start considering, do I continue it or not? And you kind of figure it out by then. So I'm going to go ahead and record number 3. Let's see, we're still kind of relatively, I guess I could get some rest. Nah, we're fine. Right now I'm kind of keeping track of my rest meter and also my experience. We get another skill point over here. So I'm not sure if you're noticing, we record the game first, then we edit it, and then we publish it. And then once it's published, that's when it goes up to YouTube here. So the 3rd episode's going to do 22 again. So hey, you know what? That's not too bad. When you start retaining the same amount of viewers, it's not a bad thing. Obviously, the first episode's always going to draw the most views because people are curious more than anything. People will show up and be like, oh, what's this all about? And then they won't show up for the next following episodes anymore because they already found out what it was about. All they really care about is trying to figure out what it's about first, and then afterwards it's kind of like, okay, I already saw what it is. Cool. So this is really a good interpretation of that. The first one, really high views, and then second, third one, that's when you start realizing, okay, is the retention here or not? So, we have 3 episodes. 2 and 3 have the same amount of views. No comments, though. Let's see if we want to record this again. It's quite lower for sure. I'm going to do 1 more episode, and maybe sometimes you do get a little bit of an extra boom out there. But at this point, we're going to probably start wrapping it up here with Flappy Bird. I feel like I'm talking about one of my own series over here. Oh yeah, you know what, guys, we're going to probably start wrapping it up. There's just not enough interest over here. But look at that one. That was actually doing pretty good. Oh my god. There we go. Semi-viral here, or am I just spamming my link all over the place? I think I'm just spamming. Look at that. How about that? This rarely happens, mind you. This only happens if your video somehow showed up in the side of some big YouTube's channel, and it's kind of like one of the recommended videos. That's how this happens. But normally, you're not going to see, like, a episode down a series a lot higher than the first one, unless something that I just discussed happened. And we have our first comment. Boring. Fuck you, Maciej the herring. You jerk. I like how 2 people upvoted this guy, too. What a jerk. He probably upvoted himself, though. So you know what? There's 2 jerks out there. Maciej the herring and his friend, his cohort. Alrighty, so he said it's boring. I'm tired. I need to get some sleep. Let's go to record game. The interest is quite low, so we'll definitely be wrapping up the series after 4 episodes. But hey, you know what? We are a small YouTube channel. We have 32 subscribers after 4 videos. Let me tell you, that's actually really impressive. 32 subscribers in, like, what, in a course of a day, maybe? Really, really good. So, we're tired. Let's go ahead and get some sleep here. End of day 1. So our current level is 2. Max energy is 8. And game has been saved. Let's see. So our previous amount, we start off with $100. And we spend $26 on a video game. $5 on rent. By the way, that's the cheapest rent of all time. So we're down to 69. Yeah, 69, he says. And there you go. We start off fresh over here. And did we acquire any extra skill points? Let's find out. Career. Yeah, we actually have an extra skill point. Perfect. You know what? We already have basic games. We haven't unlocked Minecraft single player. So I think the next thing we'll do is probably single player games. But we need 3 of them, so we have to store up our points until we're up to 3. So we'll go after single player afterwards, and it'll open up some different games for us as well. And before we choose our next series to start off with over here, we're going to wrap it up for this episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, leave a like. The support does mean a lot. I hope you enjoyed it. This is a really fun game, oddly enough. We just barely covered the tip of the iceberg. There's more to come, believe me, in terms of how YouTube works. But it's a really, really fun game. I'm surprised how well made it is. Or the description below should have all the information. It's a free game, but you could donate to the developer as well. So, and it's up to your own discretion, though. I will catch you next time.